Welcome, Roy here from Yago Yoga. So step 11 on the 12 steps to more headspace. So how did you get on with the last practice? It is the gazing and activating your peripheral vision and just opening up that spatial awareness of the watcher within you and that presence that comes with it. So did you notice when you were doing it, there's times when you just get so tunnel vision in it that your concentration just keeps drawn to that one point. A very powerful practice, like working concentration muscles, very, very powerful to extend it out. And then observing more and more all the time, taking in all of your peripheral vision at the same time. Very, very powerful. So let me know how you get on with it, if it worked for you, what worked for you. If it didn't work for you, what didn't work for you, is what was all that? Drop it in the comments below. That'd be great. Now today is what we're going to focus on today. Today is, and I've discussed this through many of the steps, but now we're gonna bring it in one last time, and I'm gonna bring it back to the metaphor of the room you're in now is your mind, is the door or the window is your mind screen. That's where your thoughts are. You're not your thoughts, so you detach from your thoughts and you recognize the room itself, and that's the mind field. And when you recognize the awareness within that, the part of yourself that's not thought, but awareness itself, that's you in the room, is now you're attuning to the watcher within you. You're attuning to your consciousness within you. And in that is you're really centering yourself mentally, and you're now holding that spatial awareness, and now you're observing your thoughts. Now, today's practice is the discipline of always knowing the difference between your thought and your awareness. Because the challenge is we can get attached to our thoughts. And when we get attached to our thoughts, we give our power to our thoughts. And if the attachment is really strong, is then our thoughts wrestle control away from us. And then we lose control of our awareness because it's now connected or attached to the thought itself. So whatever I'm thinking or feeling is now in control of my awareness. And then I lose all that sense of spatialness, because whatever I'm thinking in that moment, that becomes my world. So if I'm sad, and I'm attached to it, is my world becomes a sad world. I lose that sense of spatial awareness of anything else. Equally, if I'm happy, is I can attach to the happiness, and then my whole world is this happiness. But again, remember, thoughts come and go. So whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, attaching to it either way is we lose that perspective of our center and our own sense of self in it, and we get lost in that world of attachment. Understand? Now what we want to experience is our own sense of self, that awareness within, and that we are connecting to our thoughts. So if you're sad, is feel your sadness, connect to it, but with space, and let yourself figure it out, and let your mind figure itself out, so you can figure out what you need to figure out, let go of what you need to let go of, and then live in the rest. But yet you haven't lost yourself in that. Equally with the pleasure. And that's how you find the balance, is whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, you treat both exactly the same. And what do I mean by that? Is that whatever thought comes in, give it the same space. Let it express itself. Let the thought move through. Let it live itself. And as it's living, you're observing and you're watching, holding the space open. So you can see what you need to see, hear what you need to hear, feel what you need to feel, so that you can figure out what's most important to you, and you can let go of the rest. And ultimately, you're looking to hear all the story, which is going to be part truth and part hurt. There's the truth story and the hurt story, and they're intrinsically linked. And then as we're able to hold that space in ourselves open and hear it and see it and feel it all, we can recognize the difference between the hurt story and our truth story. And rather than attaching to the hurt story, we connect to the truth story. So rather than attachment, it's connection. And that's what I want you to focus on today. I want you to recognize the difference between a thought and your awareness. So that's my thought, here's my awareness. Here's the listener, or here's the watcher, or here's the feeler. Here's that sense of presence within me itself. And there's this presence, and then there's that thought. There's this watcher, and then this is what the watcher is experiencing. Everybody understand? And that's the challenge today. So an easy way, or a nice way to do it, is as you go about your day, is when you're in your thoughts, whatever you're experiencing, when you think to do the practice, what I want you to do is continue to have the thought like you are. Don't change the thought. But at the same time, recognize you're listening to your thoughts, or you're watching your thoughts, or you're feeling your thoughts, or you're doing all three together. So there's your thoughts, and there I am. This is my thought, this is my awareness. Okay? And you're recognizing the space in between. Super important, recognizing the space in between, which means it allows you to stay mindful. You're holding the space open. You're maintaining your center and your spatial awareness. Okay, so that's the practice. So again, subscribe if you haven't already. Day 11. Please subscribe. Send it to your friends. Recommend it to them. Fill in the comments below. Let us know how you're getting on. Click notification to stay up to date. And then I will see you for the final step in 3 days' time. Have a great day.